So, I want to talk about spiritual concentration today. So, talent without diligence and diligence without talent is not art. But if you combine your natural talent and diligence, i.e., the hard work, to me, that is real art. And don't forget that on top of that real art, that effortless art, you have a talent that very few people really begin to access. And that is the ability that we all have to express spirit. How do we know this? Because we all have spirit. So I would say one of the surest ways to be able to access that is by practice, 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 practice. Because in that, you make the effortful seem effortless. When you're first learning to drive, it takes a lot of concentration and thinking and looking and hypervigilance. But now most of us get in our cars and it's effortless. For me, when I first started making an omelet, it was adjusting the heat and how much to stir and how much. Now I can throw an omelet together like that. So the more you practice, the more you do something, the more effortless it becomes. Let's remember the words of the script are just the clothing. They're just the material manifestation of the meaning. What we want to get to is the meaning. What's behind the words? What's really being communicated? So, if I want to get to that center, that meaning place, I have to eventually learn the words enough that I can give up the words that hinder me and concentrate only on the meaning of the sentence, without the words, without the form of the text. So the moment that I begin to concentrate, and concentrate is different than thinking. Thinking is just, concentrate is when you begin to take on the feeling, the meaning of the sentence, without the words, what's behind it. You say to yourself, oh, I've become the meaning of what I'm trying to say. Let me unpack this. From thinking, you progress through concentration, from concentration into this state of being, where thinking stops completely and the thinker becomes identical to what he is thinking. Thinking is the bridge between ignorance and knowledge. So the second phase being concentration, where your consciousness surges through your nervous system and your sensory system, all the characteristics of the object that you're talking about or thinking about or relationship that you're having, and impressing on your sensory organs what's happening, so that you have this sensation of spiritual concentration, of actually experiencing them. You know, with every nerve and drop of blood, you feel the object of your concentration and what it's like. So when you thoroughly experience the object of your concentration in terms of thinking and feeling, you're in this third phase of spiritual concentration. What this means is that your consciousness, you become identical to the object of your concentration. You no longer have to think about it or work for feelings of what and how it is. You're it. We call this a state of being. So in this state of being, you don't have to think about this thing anymore. You don't have to feel it because you've become it. In this condition, all your thoughts, all your feelings, all your words, all your deeds become manifestations of the object of your concentration. So in a nutshell, complete concentration means becoming identical to and with the object of your concentration, being it as it was. But as long as you're thinking about something or talking about something, you're not being it. You know, you can think about being a policeman or an arsonist, but that doesn't mean you've become the policeman or the arsonist. To think something is to be separated from it. So when you're thinking about your character, it's fine, but know that you're separate from it. At a certain point, it's important to step into it and be it. And we could talk about this, and the meditation will assist you with this, but at least I'm hoping that you guys kind of get the process of how to become that which you're portraying. 1 second. Okay. Oh.